Hello, and welcome to my village. This episode of my Minecraft series, we're going to be creating the build around our beehive here, which has been going for a little while. It's fairly productive so far, so I'm happy with that. So we're going to create the build big enough that we can fit about 3 more of these beehives in here. They'll get added after the fact, but we're just going to get the build in for now and see how it looks, and then we're also going to fix up this track so that it picks up the honeycomb it keeps missing, but we'll do that after as well. So I'm going to sleep and then collect my resources, and then we'll get this build in place. So what we're going for here is going to be just a little bit of a factory type feel. The build palette that we're going to have going on here will be these blocks, where you will see what we can create here and how well it turns out. These are going to be upside down. So these are going to be just the design we have for our windows. Get some glass in there shortly. We'll get this first section done because we're going to have one here like that, a second one, and then an entrance. But I gotta go grab some andesite from the storage room. Right, just starting our roof line now, which we're just going to be using some cobbled deep slate stairs. For the window itself, we're just going to use some black stained glass thrown in like that. I'll throw this front bit in, and we'll get this side started and finished, and then we'll do this next one. Oh, it's nighttime. Gotta save the people. Gotta fix this honeycomb rail system. Still working, just we're missing out on a few more than I'd like. So that's our center. Well, what do we have here? Hey. So, pretty happy with how this is coming along. This is, lately I've been doing just a lot of building and decorations and stuff, but trying to test out my building skills and stuff, and improve them, most importantly. Or if any of you have some tips and stuff for my builds, I'd greatly appreciate it. Welcome to criticism and stuff. Like I said, I'm just trying to improve and I think that's the best way to get better, is to just both practice and also to just adapt to constructive criticisms and stuff. Just learn from it. It's all about learning, right? And the idea behind this being a factory with the look that it is, it kind of ties in our storage facility to this part of the town, similar to how like a house like this would draw from that. It's not trying to like be just build whatever, it's just drawing different aspects of my builds all in together. And some of the builds will kind of implement both into it. We'll see how those turn out, but still very much in the drawing board of what I'm doing in this little town. So we shall see what happens. Now, I'm using stairs here because when you put a wall in front of the stairs, it doesn't connect to them, so it gets to go just like that. Whereas if I were to go against a flat, or against a full block, it'll get the lumps of where the wall sticks up all over the place. So want it to be smooth, say, like how that is turning out. I'm not sure about this part, if I want it to stick down like that or if I want it to just stay the way it was like that. But part of me is leaning towards having this go down. So that's how I'm gonna leave it for now. Squids! So there's two segments of this factory done, minus, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these. And then this part is done. And we have to do the entryway, which will have a bit of a showroom on some of the stuff, and then this back part. And then we'll have the space to put in another 3 of these. We'll improve the rail system, but it's still working away to a degree, so happy with that. Not sure how I got one of these swamp villagers here, how he bred up, but they're slowly overtaking the pack. Not complaining, I think they look pretty cool, especially when they get their jobs and stuff, but oh, that was close. Just kind of neat with the red shirts. I will quickly contemplate how I want this entryway to be. Decided that we're going to go with a piston door. It'll be automatic. So for an automatic door, you don't need very many items. to achieve this. You need some redstone dust, some torches, and some building blocks, as well as 2 pressure plates. You're going to want to put a redstone torch here, which will power this piston, then a solid block above it will power that piston. Over here, because we're on a bit of an angle, we're going to do these 2. And now in order for this to work, you need to power this block, which will turn this redstone signal off, which will collapse the pistons. The way we're going to do this is going to be by putting a redstone trail down here. And then this will also carry on this way and connect to this block here. Got to loop it around like that. And then put a solid block there to cut that path off. And now that should be good. We just need a few more redstone dust, but we'll show you from this side. When you put a pressure plate down over top of your redstone and step on it, it'll go. So you can see we have that redstone under this block. You step on it, it powers everything. So nice and simple circuit. Just need a few more redstones there. Because on the inside it doesn't have to be too far away. But on this side, we'll put it back a tiny bit. You can have it as well that it has 2 pressure plates, so you'll just add a second block that goes under this one. So now whenever you step on either of these, it'll open. You really need to light this area up. So I like tough as a floor block, so that's what we're going to be placing here. So I'll have to play around with the design for the door here. Try to see what will fit in with the build. But we'll play around with that a bit, get this up the last little ways, and then we'll finish off all of this. Might have to flip those stairs around. Gotta dig this out so we don't just have a dirty hill in the middle of our build. Right, so I've been playing around with roof design and stuff. I gotta just finish this little bit. That windowsill, and finish this windowsill. And then that might be it for the exterior for now. I would like for the rain to go away. So this side of the factory will smooth out this hill a little bit. So that's about the extent of the detailing we're going to be doing. Might put some cracked bricks or something here and there. but that's not too bad. Just having that to break up the super flat plain walls. And we'll be doing the same here. Right, and there we have the end of another episode. Kind of like how this build turned out. So we'll just run around the thing quick and kind of see all the sides. I've got some exterior detailing to do when it comes to foliage around it and stuff. But all in all, I'm happy with how it turned out. So we have another residential build that's going to go in here. That'll block off the path a little bit and get rid of this house. But yeah, I'm happy with how this exterior has turned out. For the interior, however, we'll just go in here. We have a little display area. We've got the honey block, some honeycomb block, and a beehive, and just item frames with the honeycomb and a honey bottle. So these are all the things you can kind of get from the honeycomb farm and or a bee farm period. And then I've got copper in its 4 stages of waxing, and then a couple of candles. You can stack up to 4 candles, I believe, in a spot, and dye them all different colors and stuff. Got some work to do with the ceiling of this area. And then in here, we still haven't fixed this disaster that's going on here. But we will. We'll get that fixed right up. And we'll get the other 3 built in here as well. Get this thing nice and efficient, functional. And here, to light this area up, I just put a jack-o'-lantern under a piece of carpet, so I'm hiding my hood so I don't know what's in my hand. That's not carpet. Oh well. Yeah, in the next episode, I'm actually gonna go more in depth with the piston doors and show how to do a triple door. So it'll be an interesting one, a pretty good tutorial, because triple doors are cool and piston doors are a good thing to know how to do. So with the setting of the sun, it brings us to the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you got this far in the video, just let me know what you think in the comments. And not just of this build though, but of everything that's going on, and just post anything you'd like to see me build and do, and yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.